getting that wrong. Anyway, he's running a Kickstarter right now. How you guys doing? Ben, you're now on screen, so let's go ahead and take a look. And I'm going to put your link in the permalink up there on both.
Sounds good.
So let's go start off with your Kickstarter. What's it about?
All right. Well, the book is The Legacy of L. It is a mystery graphic novel in my series, The Letters of the Devil, which is all about what would happen if your deadliest secrets were revealed to random strangers. I've been a big fan of mystery comics for a long time. It's one of the main reasons I got into comics, and this is basically a continuation of that journey. The story follows Melina Quinn, who is a college senior doing her thesis on the case from my first book. And she ends up getting roped into investigating a friend's suicide after finding out that friend received an email shortly before they died that appears to have come from the series protagonist, Elle. So, yeah, it gets big, it gets crazy. Basically, everything goes completely off the rails. And we're almost funded, and I'm very excited to almost be done with this part of the process.
Yeah, $500. Like, that is, like, very doable. Like, the last day of my Kickstarter, I had about 3. Like, literally, I had hours away. And, hey, Heron, how's it going? And literally on the 11th hour, because mine ended on 11:59 on the 20th.
Right.
On the 11th hour, literally 6 to 9 minutes away from that, somebody dropped 155 because we only need $40 more to go. And I thought, oh, man, is this going to be like I'm going to be dicked where, you know, it's like I'm $40 away or something? And no, somebody dropped 155. I'm like... So, you know, you never know. So there you go. So, I mean, go on.
That's kind of how it felt a few days ago when I hit 65%. That happened because someone bought my top tier thing, which is a $200 package.
Oh, nice.
So I jumped from 55 to 65, and as soon as you pass the 60% line, you have a 98% chance of making your goal. So as soon as that happened, like, I felt like I dropped 100 pounds. It was amazing.
I bet you were just like... See, the thing is, when I fund, some people say, are you excited? Are you happy? And literally after the first Kickstarter, when I funded, I was like this. Like, all the tension you ever had holding you up for that, it is just like this. And then there are times, like, especially now after my surgery, people kind of know about this. Hey, Stephanie, how's it going? Is that sometimes, like, after my surgery, it was hard because, like, even though I was cleared medically to do everything, like, the surgeon said, oh, you're unlimited, you know, you're still kind of dealing with the fact, like, with your digestion, trying to operate better again, all this other shit. Right. And there were times, like, I felt dog tired, like, in the middle of the day, so I had to kind of, like, lie back down and take a nap or something. But even after, and it felt like there were times I would drag, and even though I've been a veteran of the first one, you're just like, fuck, man, I just need to push. And then when I finally funded, I was, like, relieved. But then it was just like, I had another thing, and I don't know if it's just me being fucking, like, messed up or something, or still kind of recovering. I don't know. It's weird. It's like some people say, well, you're just recovering. It's like, well, I'm not 100%, but I'm certainly feeling I'm getting back there. But it's just like, I was like, no, I go further. So, I mean, that's my thing every time, but it's just when I was sick, I was like, no, I'm going further. Fuck this. I'm going to hit 5K. Fuck it, you know? So I hit 5K. So, but it was like in the last thing, and it was like the last few days, I had more dead days than the last one. So that was pretty crazy on itself.
Yeah,
so
and I also know with a lot of Kickstarters, one of the biggest boosts you have is right at the end, because all those followers who pick the 48-hour notification get reminded of your project.
Yeah.
So I'm just looking forward to that tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm one of those people, like, I feel like, and I'm not saying you're one of those people, but you're not that, but I'm one of those people, I just want to be funded, so it's like, you're done.
Yes.
You're done, at least with that. Like, that shit is done. Like, I've put that, the rest is just gravy.
On the first book, I also did a Kickstarter for it, and I got, for some reason, I was able to make goal on that in 7 days.
How much were you asking for?
I was asking for 1,000. So about half of what I'm asking for in this book, because this book is going to be longer. But like, I made that total really fast, and then for the remaining 21 days of the Kickstarter, or 23 days, I can do math. I still was pushing, but it was so much more relaxed. It's like, okay, I got over the hard part. It's so different when you're fighting, like, to hit the goal through the entire period. So I'll be very happy when it's done.
Yeah. I mean, I think you're going to be good. It's very, very much doable. I'm not saying that just to just say it. It's just it's kind of weird. Like after you've done them, you kind of know the general trend of how they go. But it's still even hard because it's like sometimes you're just like, fuck, am I going to make it? Like there's that little voice where you're going to make it. Yeah. But other veterans are going like, oh yeah, like you're doing really well. And I was thinking like through my dead time, which was, hey Jeffrey, how's it going? When the week that Kobe had the helicopter crash and all this other heavy shit, I felt like I was trotting through water. I mean, I personally, it's not, as I said, I personally was not involved with the whole Kobe thing, but I think it cast an overall pall over the situation, and then that was and that was the same week that the Challenger disaster, the anniversary of the Challenger, exploded.
Really? I didn't even know that.
No, it wasn't, because I kind of just was so into the Kickstarter. It was day by day by day by day that I didn't really connect the two. But one of my other friends, Madeline, she runs Boston Metaphysical Society. She's fucking amazing with Kickstarters. She was like, yeah, we had that, and then we had the thing with Kobe's death. We also had the thing of the liberation of Auschwitz. And there was one more, when then the impeachment trials were happening. I mean, I'm not getting more into that, but it's just all this heavy shit. So that's why it felt so dragging. But
I get that. Boston Metaphysical Society, didn't they just have a successful Kickstarter, like ridiculously successful?
Yeah, she ended like a day after mine.
When I was going through, like whenever I was checking Kickstarters during this project, I kept seeing that one and being like, oh, they seem to be doing good.
Yeah.
They kept popping up on my feed. By the way, just curious, when you're doing this, this is going to sound really petty, but do you look at Kickstarters that look like they're not going to succeed and go like, I feel a little better now?
I think if I hate the person, sure, but
no,
no, I'm just kidding. I don't really know. I kind of go like, for me, for the most part, unless it's like a real fucking asshole that I don't like, that's very rare though. But then again, I've built an IP of like hating on assholes that I've had to deal with. On the most part, I look at the Kickstarter, like I go like, okay, this is how it is,
Yeah.
But it's like, it's also kind of a thing of covetousness. Like, I want to be one of the Kickstarters that funds 1,015 over goal. That type of shit. Or like 237 or 300% over. It's like, I want to do that. I want to do that in less than 24, or just be completely funded within a few days or something.
Yeah. Or do like the Vox Machina thing that happened where they ended up asking, I think they were asking for like 500,000 and they got 11 million.
Oh my God. What was Vox Machina?
It's Critical Role. Do you know that show at all?
Oh yeah, I know people that are on this show. I mean, I'm not saying I know them, but I know about that show. I know the people that are on the show. Not like, oh my God, but we run in the same circles. Right. And that's kind of crazy. And then they did Altered Carbon, like some of those guys from there also did Altered Carbon that was sort of based off the TV show. It was like a role-playing game.
Oh, interesting. I actually didn't know about that.
Yeah, I think it looks like to be that. And I know some of the people that were in it, not Altered Carbon, but just like, modeling on the cover and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, so it's kind of like, it's...
Their Kickstarter was the highest grossing film Kickstarter, I think, in the history of Kickstarter.
That's always nice.
Yeah, it was absolutely crazy. They were funding an animated series for their first campaign. And I think they were planning to make 5 episodes. They needed $500,000 to do it, and they made $11 million. And I think actually they have also gotten it syndicated on Amazon Prime whenever it comes out. So that's who's backing them.
That's nice. Yeah.
But yeah, I see that and I'm like, that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
Give me $11 million.
Yeah, it's kind of like you kind of are at this point now where you're just like, I'm not satisfied. I want more. Yeah. And people often put that as greedy, but I don't think it's greedy. It's just like you just want to do more for yourself. And, I mean, some people say, well, if you do more for yourself, you can do more for us. Okay, yes and no. But what context are we putting that in? And, I mean, might sound like extremely selfish, but it's like you got to take care of yourself first before you take care of other people.
Absolutely. Like, with this book, it's... Like, I'm asking people for, $30 for a paperback copy of the book, and they're cheaper tiers. Go check it out. But with part of the thing with that is, like, I've been doing this kind of as a full-time job. Like, I've been doing other stuff, but this project itself has been a full-time job for about 2.5 years. And it's a full-time job I haven't been paid for.
Yeah.
So asking for $2,000 is honestly not a big thing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there should be any shame asking for money about it. It's like you're just saying, hey, fund me. Yeah. This is what it's about.
I also don't mind feeling shame just because it keeps me humble. But, like, I honestly, the way we ended up connecting for doing this was I had people advise me that I should send private messages over Instagram advertising the project. And I'm like, I really don't want to do that. And finally I bit the bullet and did it. And you were cool about it. You were like, hey, want to do this?
Yeah. I think what it is that unfortunately when people do it, they try to sound too much like a salesman saying, oh yeah, I'm doing this. When sometimes I just start off a conversation like, hey, you want to read something fucked up? And they're like, what? And I said, yeah, take a look. Let me know how this is. And they're like, oh shit, this is funny. And then they back it, you know? Get that money, man.
There was a comic writer out of New England. I was based out of there for a while. Guy named Josh Dahl. He was at a table next to me at a con where basically nobody except him made table. Like, it was really bad. But he was there hard selling like crazy. This was early when I was tabling. I actually talked to him about it. I was like, because he would he'd force the book in people's hands. He would tell them everything that happens in the book. And I'm like, you're spoiling the book and you're still getting them to buy it. How is this happening? And his answer was, because they're not coming to Comic-Con to buy comics. They're coming to buy a Comic-Con experience. That's what I'm selling them. They're getting the comic as a bonus. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I'm not 100% behind that, but he's got a point.
Well, I think it's like they're there to talk to you. And by the way, if anybody wants to pledge over there, what was the animation? It was Douglas. What was the animation again that kind of like got in my head? Douglas is asking.
Oh, Critical Role?
Critical Role. So Critical Role, yeah. So Steven Weisberg, hey, how's it going? Hey, Jeffrey, how's it going? So what it is that you guys, just as a heads up, not to interrupt your conversation, but I've pinned his Kickstarter up here. So please fucking go and, donate, man. I pinned it just now. I thought I did. Yep. But
and at the risk of putting another website in the chat, if you want more information on the channel, that whole project, that's their website.
Well, focus on you first. That's the thing.
Focus on me.
Yeah,
like, go to mine first. They don't need more money. They're doing fine.
Yeah, fuck them. No, I'm just kidding. No, but I know what you're talking about. Like, the thing is that if you go to a con, like, a lot of artists will fuck themselves by going like, well, they're here to see my artwork, not me, and I can't talk to people. I'm like, what the fuck are you here for? And it's like, are you going to go and be upset and sad because you fucking didn't sell anything because you didn't talk to anybody? And you feel like, oh, I don't feel appreciated or whatever the fuck you feel about this shit. Mm-hmm. Or you can say, like, look, you can go and talk to somebody. They can get to know you and they'll buy it because of you. Because I'm going to guarantee you there are millions and millions of fucking talented people out there. You're one of them. Yeah. Now, you stick out at that very moment for 30 seconds. You have that on the table. You get to talk about yourself. Hey, Dallas.
I definitely get into those beat yourself up moments. One of the things I figured out with that is I'm an introvert. That means sometimes you got to recognize when you need to get away from a crowd for a few minutes. Yeah. That's one thing I think a lot of tablers don't get, because they'll kind of get into this cycle of, getting just completely burned out on people and not recognizing it and doing bad sales. I've literally at cons just taken a 5-minute bathroom break where I just sat in the stall and looked at my phone.
Yeah.
And just walked away from people, came out, could do the sales pitch. Like, you just got to be ready to do that kind of thing.
You have to. And then the thing is, what I've also found good for me at cons is that sometimes I'll just go and kind of just repeat a pitch that I have in my head. And it's like, if it doesn't make me fucking laugh, then why the fuck am I talking about it? So one of the things that I did, I went ahead and I just said, oh, okay, you guys want to read something angry and mean and it makes people laugh? And they start laughing. They're like, what the fuck? Because they don't expect me to say it. They expect me to go on this whole long cocksucking thing. Well, it's about this and that, and it made me feel like this, and no. I just said, no, you want to read this fucking mean and angry book, and they look at me like, what the fuck? And it's like their what the fuck makes them actually like what I say to them. But I can do that because of my IP. And then they'll read like some of my other more serious work, and they're actually like kind of surprised that I can actually write really well. And I'm like, well, that's because like I don't give a fuck about like like I'll write books that I don't give a fuck about, and people really like those a lot. Yeah. So it's kind of weird because it's like I think with Demon Bitch, it's kind of given people a sort of permission to feel like they can hate somebody without being judged. And it can be usually of something that is really kind of fucked up, like, this person was really horrible to them, and it's like, I hate them, I want them to die. And you think, right. Oh, no, you can't say that. It's like, sometimes some people act that way, and you need to really feel that way about it. It doesn't mean you go out and do stupid shit. It just means that, okay, that's right. What it is. And then what you end up happening to do is that you end up actually, it's weird because I think people have actually, it's almost like a confessional for them. I was never Catholic, but it's almost a confessional for them where they kind of just go and they like, wow, now I feel like I can forgive this person, which is kind of cool. Yeah. So I think I'm always a believer that you have to accept the problem for what it is without judging yourself, and that way you can solve the problem in a more effective fashion instead of just lying to yourself how you fucking feel, because I think that's always been the stupidest thing that we've been doing. It's like, in this day and age where we're screaming about empathy the most, and then we treat each other like shit more, I'm like, come on, guys, obviously something's going on right there. Right. So, yeah, are you anxiously looking at your stuff really quick? See what...
No, I'm watching you draw. It's on my other screen.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sometimes I've had, like, really in-depth talks with people, and they want to talk, and it's all good. Like, no, this was based off of actual story, so... Yeah. A friend of mine and I were walking down in downtown China. Hey, Quentin, how's it going? So we were walking around in downtown Chinatown in LA, and we see this bum, and he's like, what's this I just got on here? Oh, hey, Doug. So what happened is that, this bum was like lying like this, and we were kind of just staring at him because how he was lying, we're like, is he passed out? He wasn't moving, so we're like, I hope this motherfucker ain't dead, dude. And there was like some pus or something coming down his leg, and I'm like, is he dead because he got septic or something? And there were flies buzzing around him, and I'm like, we were just looking at each other, we kind of didn't know what to do. Then he moved, and we're like, okay, he's fine, but he just passed out on, like, he just conked out on the bench. But I'm just like, so I just kind of decided to draw stuff with Demon Bitch and a bum, basically. Like lying there. Right. How do they act if they encounter a dead bum? And it's like, well,
what drawing program are you using?
Huh?
What drawing program are you using? I don't recognize that menu.
Clip Studio Paint.
Oh, that's Clip Studio?
Yeah, or Manga Studio. Yeah.
That's weird. I use that, but my interface looks different for some reason. Maybe I have dark mode on.
You probably do. I mean, is it black? Because I tried dark mode, but it didn't work. It kind of hurt my eyes. Just yay, lunch hour, when they say word up Douglas. So yeah, Douglas switches him back and forth on Kickstarter. What is this I just got in here? Yeah, so it's basically them looking at some bums and shit. So it's like, great. So Critical Role. But yeah, we were laughing about it. What up? So yeah, that's what I was saying is that so I just take shit from life that is really kind of messed up. Like, one of the criticisms that I've got of Demon Bitch is like, sometimes people say, I don't get what you're fucking trying to say. I'm like, that's okay, I don't get it either, because some of these bitches, I never understand what they're doing. Because like, literally, these are people that actually said this shit in front of me, and I'm like, real what? So it's like this weird ass like thing, and some people get all like upset at me. Like, there was this one guy, I put up like a meme during the Kickstarter just to be funny. And it was in a group I could do this, so I put down vegans or like Satanists, because you have Satan, which is Satan, and Morningstar, which was Lucifer's last name. I mean, these are facts, kind of, like, Satan, yes, and Morningstar was Lucifer's indeed last name before he fell, I guess. But it was funny, like the friend who gave it to me was vegan. She's vegan, and we were fucking laughing about it. So I put that up there, and this guy got really upset. He's like, what do you mean by this? I don't care what you're saying. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, what? Dude, just calm down. And there's other times where I put up my Demon Bitch comics. I don't know how long you've been following it, but so I write and draw disgusting things. And I was also in that same group, and he was like, I don't get what you're trying to say. What are you trying to say with this? It's so upsetting. And I'm like laughing. Because I'm just like, if you read my shit, it's like not even serious. It's just like fucked up because it's based on real life. Like, there's this character I called Shitbird, and she's shitting on people, And then she's screaming, everybody shits on me. It's like, that means it's good luck down there. Hey, Rose, how's it going? I had spicy wine, marinated chicken, wok veggies. Awesome. Quentin's always eating fucking something when we're at lunch hour, and even though he's in the Netherlands. So, guys, if you want to, check out this is Ben, right? Human, right?
Yep, you got it right.
I'm sorry. I'm kind of tired and retarded right now. Shit. Douglas is fucking laughing his ass off. You should hear some of the conversations. When I had a raccoon story on, they fucking went apeshit, some of my followers. I'm not going to repeat what they said, but they were saying all sorts of shit. So people say all sorts of shit here. Anyway, they're actually tamed today. They're good today.
I kind of go, after looking at your comic for a little while, I did go into it kind of thinking like, yeah, like if people are getting offended and not getting, that's kind of the point. Like you really have a kind of a punk aesthetic going with it. That's the point of punk. Like part of the point of punk is to push everybody's buttons.
Yeah. I mean, like I actually looked up black punk bands, and one of them like they're all black, right? It was really cool. And then I'm not saying this is cool, but like back in the days in the 80s, you know how they always say Nazi punks fuck off. You look a Nazi shirt on. I'm like, oh my god, he's just lying there. He's a black dude that's wearing it. You know he's doing it to fuck with people, right? But it's like, oh my god, like I guess it's called irony or something. But yeah, hey, so yeah, Quentin's there. He always talks about something to eat, and like when I draw like a girl on there, he's like, oh my god, this is awesome. Hey Lawrence, what's up? So. Right here we talk about all sorts of weird shit. So anyway, but yeah, but it's just funny, like when I draw some shit, it's like people get upset and it's hilarious. He's like, they go like, what is this? What are you trying to say? And I'm like, calm down. Like, I'm drawing fucked up shit. Fuck you. You know? Raw Dog is in the house. Is that a bum? Yes, Lawrence, it's a bum. Fucking bums. Yeah, we've had our share of homeless interactions. Like, I would like to say most of them are okay, but in LA they're kind of mean and they kind of accost you. Like they'll gang up on you and shit in California and all that. I've been swung at by bums. I've been like, I've been harassed by them. So it's sort of like it's as I said, it's not. I dislike them not because I don't think they're normal. They're human beings. It's just that I just can't stand the fucked up ones that are allowed to run around, you know, and bother me. So, you know, but Lawrence is like doit doit doit, because like it's a problem in California. But
I have heard about that. I will say my experience with it has been pretty tame for the most part. Like I've had panhandlers who have asked me for money before, perfectly polite about it. I used to come across one guy who just, when I used to work in Virginia, who basically slept under a bridge that was near a walk I went on regularly.
Yeah.
So I don't have a lot of experience with the negative side of a lot of that. So I can't really speak to it. But
you know, it's funny because when you go to Austin, because I went to Austin, Texas, right?
Right.
And they asked, like, and I guess we got on the subject of homeless people. Is that Eggly's new husband? Rose fucking hates the character Eggly because the backstory. I'll have to tell you that in a minute. I saw where this dude took this can from old Asian dude from San Fran. Where are you from? VA, Virginia, I guess. Oh, so I guess they're asking you.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I was originally from Richmond, Virginia.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he was just asking about it, but no.
School, nice.
Yeah, so it's got to say something if I go to Austin, Texas, of all places, right? Mm-hmm. We get on the subject of homeless people. I don't know how the fuck it just came there. And they said, well, where are you from? I said, oh, I'm from LA. Oh, you'll be fine. I guess like they have a reputation in California for being especially mean. So it's like, yeah, it's like, and the homeless were really polite out in Austin. They're polite everywhere else. They're just assholes over here. But I heard in New York City they're assholes too. So it's like, you know, they just get all belligerent and weird and stuff. And
I'm trying to remember if I've had any. Like I've been to New York City several times. I don't know that I've actually ever had any interactions with the homeless population there. I don't know how.
I think you have to be there for a while in order to really.
Maybe.
Yeah, because like in LA, it's pretty instant. It's like they kind of jump on you, and then they go like, "Oh, the hobos are okay." In New York, it's the crust punks that are. Rose is from New York. She would know. So here we are talking about different types of bummage right here. I say, yeah, all the assholes. I think what it is that, like, all the assholes got bussed out to California. So it's like, because California, I guess, has this open door policy there. And, which I'm not saying is terrible, but the problem is that you can't just open the door to everybody and anybody in the world, because some of them are dicks. Like, you can't be friends with everybody. Some people go like, I want to be friends with everybody. It's like, no, some people are assholes. Fuck them. It's like, oh yeah, Rose said she lived there most of her life. I think New York City she lived in most of her life. So here we are talking about bums and shit. I told you we would talk about all sorts of weird shit. You can keep them in California. Thank you, Rose. I love you too. Fuck. I would get. It's funny right there. So yeah, I'm also drawing. Yeah.
Man, you got an awesome chat. I just gotta say, like, I do occasional live streaming stuff. I recently had my first active person in chat, and it's the craziest thing on the planet. It's so cool seeing that you got a bunch of people.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I mean, I go where the audience is. Most of the homeless in DC are literally insane. Oh, you should see what I was drawing in the raccoon story. Just, let's say a lot of my friends on this chat who are black, they went on about it. They weren't mad at me, but they were just saying all sorts of shit. I'm like, fuck you guys. Fuck you guys. And they're like, I will behave. So, no, but yeah, no, but it's fun. Like, sometimes I should see Douglas fucking say. So yeah, no, we like yesterday I drew a picture of Shitbird in Costco, and she's based off some women that I knew that would be fucking annoying about relationships and shit. Not like the stereotypical, like, I guess, like, for Demon Bitch, I draw from a woman's point of view about other women dealing with other shitty women as friends. And one of the things she would go on and on about the characters that it's based on is, like, people that go on and on about their body parts, like their ass, and it's really mediocre. They go on about their body count, which is like how many dudes they fucked, and they go on about their stable, yet complain about the what is it, the mediocre dickage of their stable. Then they go and start being very negative to everybody else's, like, relationships, in terms of, like, if you like somebody, oh, he just looks like some old white guy or something. I'm like, wow, thanks. But then they go like, look at my guy, isn't he great? Yeah, I guess he's okay. I don't know what the fuck you want me to say. But it's like fucked up things girls do to each other. So, I mean, this person would go on and on how she liked pegging dudes and shit, and I'm like, okay, look, I have friends in the scene of, you know, BDSM, you know, play, polyamory, all this other shit. So it's not like I'm going, oh, well, I don't like that, so that... No, I have friends in those scenes. So I was like sitting there and I was like, come on, you know, like, a real person in that scene wouldn't be fucking going on like that. Oh, whatever happened to Cutman? Oh, see, because I say CM. Cutman was based on this ballsack of a character. He was a shitty renter that one of my friends had. And he was a dick. And I saw a picture of him, and he looked like he had ball sacks for cheeks. And he looks like he had pubes for fucking on his cheeks. And even though he had a regular mouth, I just imagined it like being this fucking gash with, like, drooling everything. And he was just this fucking piece of shit that gamed the system all the time. So I just went ahead and I just drew him as Cutman with these big... And, like, I noticed over time he, like, started getting thinner and thinner, probably not eating as much. So people probably wanted to chase him down and beat his ass. For being such an asshole. So I just started laughing because his ballsack cheeks were getting all shriveled up. So I just drew Cutman all the time. He was an aspiring actor, and I have friends that are actors. Then this guy was a piece of shit. So whatever. So it's like whenever I'm pegging, oh hell no, I had a fucking nightmare about shit in HD, like high def, dude. I know a guy online who never stops talking about how happy he is to be divorced. Then he tells everyone else they're wrong about everything in life. Laugh out loud. Yes, so these are the shitbirds in our lives. I mean, even though Shitbird was another group of women that I knew, I had to do it. And so I drew this picture, and, like, there's this picture of... you have Costco out there, obviously, in Ohio, right?
Yeah.
Do you go to Costco, right?
I used to. I don't anymore because I wasn't buying enough. Okay,
so there's these bulk pack of hot dogs, right? Like, their hot dogs are good. I like their hot dogs. And so it shows Shitbird because I get progressively disgusting in general. And Shitbird's holding this giant pack of, like, Costco hot dogs that are really long and stuff. And then she just says, after all the shit she says about fucking all these dudes and everything, and a lot of my good friends like have met her and shit, and they're like, I don't think she gets as much dick as she says. It's kind of like how guys say to each other, those who talk about it don't get it. You know, like the dude that talks about it getting laid all the time is like, you fucking don't get as much pussy as you do. Just shut up, you know? So there's this one bit where we're sitting here, and she's looking at this big giant pack of hot dogs, and she just says, kind of sadly, while she's vaping, because she's constantly high because she can't deal with her own personal problems. And this is aside from the fact that people actually need medical marijuana. This is just her fucking bearing her, you know, like alcohol, you know? Some people, when they drink alcohol, they turn like into assholes. Yeah. Well, she's one of those people that, one of the rare people that I've met that have smoked weed a lot and turns into a fucking cunt. So anyway, so she's sitting there and she looks kind of just sad. She's looking at these pack of hot dogs. And then she just says, you want to go to my house and Netflix and chill? I'll let you peg me if you want. To this pack of hot dogs from the freezer. Because she's like always talking about getting dick. It's like, well, this is how you get dick all the time. You fucking shove hot dogs up there. Have fun. My mind goes there. That's how it is. And it's like, Rose said, I only ever joined BJ's. And Lawrence was like going, I love this conversation. He gets visibly grossed out. Like, Lawrence lives locally to me. So he does this comic called Real Deal, which is equally really fucked up. So it's just basically about GC and the guys in the ghetto. And they do all sorts of shit. And it's just like, look up Real Deal Comics. It's published through Fantagraphics and it's terrible. And Douglas is just going, my mind has shut off now.
Nice. But yeah, going back for just a second, I do want to say that I did in fact used to have a BJ's membership back when there was a BJ's near me, and it is in fact, in my opinion, better for, well, it was better for my needs at least, than Costco. I'd still be there, but there actually aren't any in Columbus. It makes me sad.
Is this the BJ's restaurant?
No, BJ's is another, it's another wholesaler like Costco. It's a little bit smaller.
I know Sam's Club.
I went to, that's where I used to go when I was in New England. I don't know how local a chain it is, but that might be part of why.
Okay, because I think there's like Sam's Club here, but they're more on the East Coast and South, I guess, and in Texas. But
I know Sam's Club too, but
yeah, like I heard of them here, but they're not as common as Costco. Like Costco's like fucking everywhere. And I gotta say, I love Costco. I'm like a lifetime member personally because like you can go anywhere in the world and get American food, so fuck it, you know. So if you're horny for ranch, there you go. So Quentin tells a nice little story. 20 years ago, my buddy told me a story about a bum that broke in and whacked in his buddy's yard. He shouted, "Hey!" The bum didn't listen. After 3 shouts and no response, my buddy got so freaking pissed. He grabbed his toy gun and made a reloading gun SFX sound effects. The moment that happened, the bum froze and ran away with his shorts down. Laugh out loud. Ew. I would have thrown a rock at his head, personally. It's like, get the fuck out of here, asshole. There is actually one guy that will actually honk his horn. I don't know what motherfucker it is, but he'll honk his horn. It's the Godfather theme. Now, you would think that's good, but it's a mariachi tune, which is really fucking obnoxious. I'm like, where's my fucking brick? You know, I just want to throw a brick at their windshield.
Wait, a mariachi cover of the Godfather theme?
On the horn, yeah. Sam's Club is like Walmart, and Lawrence says, got a Jed's been real. All right, raw dog.
Sam's Club is owned by the same people that own Walmart. Same family founded it.
Yeah, it's Sam Walton. It's named after Sam Walton, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I just made that correlation now. Oh, wow, I'm smart.
Yeah. It's why you'll very often find a Walmart and a Sam's Club next to each other.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. It's just like, Walmart is just funny. Because I went there in Walmart, and we do have them in California, but they're kind of in annoying areas, so it's like, fuck, like Burbank isn't that far from me, but what's annoying about it is that what I hate about it is that Walmart would sometimes like it's a smelly, it's got like crowds of people, but the type of crowds of people, and this might sound bad, but like just they've got their kids running around everywhere. It's fucking obnoxious and I hate it, you know. It's like, fuck Walmart. I mean, I like kids, but I just, you know, no matter if you like kids or not, but you know, like the type of people that like let their kids run around rampant over every fucking thing. And like every time I've been in there, not in the one near me, but I went up to one in another place in California, and it smelled like a goddamn sewer. I'm like, God, why does this smell so bad? Yeah.
Yeah, no, I generally, for the most part, I try to avoid Walmart, but I go there basically when there's something I desperately need and can only find there.
Yeah. Walmart is good for what it is, but I'm not really into Walmart all that much. I kind of am not into the whole Walmart I mean, like Costco better, but I'll go in the morning because I'm like, fuck that. Although now, like, Costco has this thing where they have really good gas, and in California, fucking gas is so expensive, so they have the cheapest gas out there.
That makes sense. Yeah, I know that prices out there get pretty crazy.
I want to kick the shit out of some people about that. But anyway, so, hey, John, what's going on? So, yeah, no, I'm just drawing the stains from this bum's clothes, from the bummage and everything.
Yeah. One of the best things about using Clip Studio is those brushes. They really do a good job of them.
They are, and you can download, like, lots of really good ones. And, like, the effects are actually more realistic than anything, which is kind of nice.
When I finished my first book, the first project I did afterwards, because that book was 100% traditional, I then decided I want to try out Clip Studio, see if it'll suit my needs, and I did an entire book digitally with it. And it cracked me up how you look at it, and you can't, unless you pay close attention, you almost can't tell it's digital. Like, the ink work is so good.
Oh, Rose said, I just have a Walmart here. It's full of 50-year-olds wearing pajama pants with Beyonce ringtones, no lie. You live in the fucking Catskills, that's why.
Hey, it sounds like you've got a lot of comfy shoppers. I will give it that.
Yeah, there you go, right? I mean, where I live, it's a lot of, like, little markets, because where I live is a lot of Armenians.
Right.
Which is cool, because, like, Armenians are actually from all over, like, Europe and everything, so I have Eastern European chocolates, which are nice. And then I have Mediterranean food, which is awesome, But there's a lot of Filipinos out here, too, as well as some Koreans in here. I actually hate going to Koreatown because fucking everything is so crowded as shit over there. And the Korean people drive like shit over there. I'll say that. Like, they fucking piss me off because, like, they go like, oh, Asian drivers and stuff. Okay, there's different types of Asian drivers. Korean people sometimes will just drive and they won't look and they'll fucking change lanes in front of you. You're like, you fucking piece of shit. I got so mad. I was like yelling. Or it's like they don't like look at you. Douglas is like, I am out later, guys. Bye, Douglas. Chat was too much for you, huh? No, I'm just joking. He's probably no, but you should see some of the, like, if you ever tune in and you sit down and, like, watch us, like, chat, we say some shit. Like, one time I was drawing Shitbird, and there's this guy named Tariq, and he said, like, oh, look, her feathers on her chest look like pregnant dog titties. We're, like, laughing. And I keep repeating it. Like, I just say, fuck y'all. Now, like, I got myself repeating it all the time. And they're, like, going, oh, man, really?
I did, I noticed the pregnant dog thing coming up a lot.
Yeah, the pregnant dog titties. It's just like, I'll just start saying shit, because the thing is that if you have fans, you have to have that. Like, they'll give you ideas. Yeah. Hey, Denise, how's it going? Sorry I didn't see you. But yeah, so, like, yeah, he goes, like, pregnant dog titties and stuff, so yeah.
I do fan feedback stuff a lot on my other project. Like, this book, big thing I'm working on now, but I also have a running webcomic that's about cosplay at conventions and things like that. So I constantly have people throwing ideas at me. And it's honestly very helpful because writing comedy is hard.
Yeah.
It's nice to have people giving you ideas.
Oh, there is one where Rose will, like, sit down and we'll talk about shit. And there's this one part where I like watching gross stuff. Oh, Douglas said, I lied, I'm back. I have fans, they aren't plugged in. That's true, But so, like, Rose and I were sitting there and we're talking. And we sometimes all chat together, like a bunch of our friends and I. And, like, we'll just, like, put up random, really fucked up shit. We're bad,
right.
So there was this one part where I just said, yeah, I'm watching some cyst removal videos because I don't know, that shit entertains me so much. Like, I don't watch the news, I don't watch movies, I don't know what the fuck's next in the Marvel, in the MCU, whatever the fuck. But I'll watch, like, cyst videos, like, fuck it, why not, right? So I'm watching it, and then Rose just went like, oh, Douglas threw you some coin, dude.
Yeah, Douglas, thank you.
Yeah, so what it was is that, so we were watching it, so I was watching it, and then Rose just really fucking hates Egg Lady, just on so many levels. Let me see where you're at now. Hold on, let me go take a look. Thank you, Douglas. See, this is why I have you as a fan. So, but anyway, so what ends up happening, was is that I was telling him I was watching it, and then Rose was saying, "Why are why are you watching Egg Lady's birth?" They're just laughing. So, are you familiar with Egg Lady?
No, but just from the name, I can picture what it's talking about.
Oh yeah, she used to be a lawyer that I used to know as a friend.
Mm.
And I'd been friends with her for 12 years, and she was just one of those fucked up toxic friends. Like, you think, well, how can you be friends with people like that for so long? Well, the thing is that, first of all, you're like 20 something. You don't know that well. Douglas is like, she is gross. So what it was is that she would be your friend, but say little mean things about you in your relationship. She wouldn't do it to just me, but everybody. And she introduced me to a guy that would actually later assault me. And she would kind of say little things, and until after 12 years, I realized, like, oh, no, you introduced me to him for a fucking reason. Because she would say little mean things like, oh, yeah, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Or, like, if I broke up with somebody, she'd like, well, I knew he was fucked up. I'm like, why do you say that that's the first thing out of your mouth, you know? Then I realized that she was just a fucking asshole. So I stopped being friends with her. She would do other little things, like she'd say my business for some reason in front of people. And I'm like, you're not allowed to say that. Like, what the fuck's wrong with you? You're a lawyer. So I just cut her off. And then I found out a few years later she had actually gotten disbarred for fucking over immigrants trying to come into this country legally.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. She got one guy almost deported in absentia. Like, she did not tell them their court dates. She did not do the work, file the paperwork. She didn't tell them when they were supposed to show up. She even lied to a judge at one guy for like that he couldn't make it because he had transportation issues when she just didn't tell him. Like, it was all sorts of fucked up shit. And now she's doing a multi-level marketing thing. And it's funny because one of my friends, when she told me, oh, don't put all your eggs in my basket, I told one of my good friends that. Douglas is like, dang. But one of my good friends, that my good friend, she got really pissed. Like, she had this look on her face, and she's like, oh, Egg Lady. And I swear to God, my friend must have cursed her, because a year later, like, she was my size, right? Mm-hmm. She's like 4'11", but she was my size. Maybe a little, and she used to be skinny in college, skinnier than me. She immediately, a year after, got fat. Like, not like I hate fat people, but just like fat. Like, she became a troll, like, but it was the egg ass up, not egg pointy down, but egg ass up, so she looked like a fucking troll. And I was like, oh, cursed her. And that was like around the time when I found out she got disbarred for that. So it's essentially, yeah, so it's just like, and now she's like, I'm such an athlete, I'm running around now. And Rose just can't stand her. She just says all sorts of shit about her. So it's like when I was watching the Sister removal, she's like, why are you watching Egg Lady being born? She like weird little comments. And then like Egg Lady was one of those women that said like, well, what makes this man so important? Like, no man's important and all this, you know, the typical like, like why do you care about a man when you're like understandably upset about a breakup or something? And later on, she got married. And it said his last name, wife forever. I'm like, oh, okay, fuck you, bitch, right? You know? So it's like a total hypocrite. So it's like, I just fucking have to make Egg Lady, especially the fact that she fucked over immigrants. Like, it's like, okay, come on, you know? It's hard enough. You fucking are an asshole doing that to people trying to do the right thing. Fuck you, you know? So that's why it's just like, you're a shitty lawyer. You had a duty to do the right thing and you didn't.
Right.
And and it was kind of funny, she went up to one of my friends, his brother passed away, he was all of her mutual friends, and she did a whole fucking thing about that, which was not good. And so he had mentioned, like, I think he was smoking weed, but he says, if you've been a friend of mine, you've been knowing I've been burning tree for 30 years. Like, it wasn't like a huge pothead, he just smoked it, right? And then she went up to him and said, oh, wow, what a confession. And he says, a confession is something that I would want to hide, that I wouldn't want anybody to know. But, you know, since you're a really shitty lawyer, I guess you wouldn't know that, would you? And she just fucking shut up. This is after she got disbarred. Oh, man.
That is pretty funny.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Sorry, Douglas says, Book of Yours looks good, man. I like the video. Thank you. The funny thing, so I don't have very good equipment for it, but I did a lot of film editing stuff in college. And I am very much out of practice with it. So whenever I get a chance to put together a video like that, I try to.
You know, I think you like have to put up a decent video. You don't have to put like, I think people get scared because they think, oh, I got to put up this like the best video ever. But really, it's like, as long as it's not a piece of shit, it's fine.
Yeah, pretty much. And I mean, a lot of people don't expect the video to be amazing. They talk about that in Kickstarter. They actually have a video for creators talking about what you need to do for it. Yeah. And one of the main points they make is just show who you are, talk about your project. It does not have to be fancy. You can do it as a selfie on a phone. Just, get what you're trying to do out there and it'll work. Yeah. But I do really like the video I did.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it looked pretty good. I mean, there's some where people don't really show things, and then they'll look like they've videoed it in their bathroom, and it's like, okay, that looks really fucking bad, and the echoing is bad. I'm not saying, oh, you need to have the perfect thing, but you get what I mean. It's like,
I do. It's funny because I've never. I'm sorry, Doug.
Yeah, I did mine nude. It never went through. Thank God, Douglas. Yeah, I just read that at the same time. It's like, I did mine nude. I'm like,
that's pretty great. But yeah, when I did the video for the first one, I have never been a good actor. I was actually an English and drama double major in college, but I was one of the tech guys. I didn't do acting because I just was bad at it. But it was funny because I made the first video and I watched it and I'm like, that sounds super scripted and flat. It almost felt like I was doing it. I realized that maybe the best thing I could try to go for is a little bit of Hitchcock at the beginning of Alfred Hitchcock Presents, because he always came across as kind of awkward and wooden, and I'm like, I can make that work for me.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's like, you gotta know what works for you, right? Oh god, this looks fucking terrible right here with this bum being dead and shit. Sorry, just drawing really awful gross shit on this bum. No. Anyway, so yeah, no, I mean, that's how I feel about the whole thing. I wanted to do acting, and I know it sounded like every lame-ass person that says, I want to do acting. But, when I look back at it, I don't think I was a very good actor, so I said, well, forget it. Although maybe I would be good at comedy. I've been told that, so who knows. Maybe if I was allowed to be,
It's funny because I've always liked I've never been, I never had stage fright or anything like that. That's never been an issue. For just whatever reason, I'm bad with the whole acting thing. I feel like it's been changing a little bit because I've started doing a lot of stuff related to Dungeons and Dragons. Mm-hmm. And when you really start getting into that, it's been giving me some improv practice. So it's been kind of fun, stretching that. And I'm always going into it I'm just doing it for fun, not trying to do Shakespeare here, and it improves things. Also helps your writing a lot.
I think also the more seriously you take yourself, the more shittier you are. I've noticed. Because you kind of close yourself off to maybe having a new idea to look at something. It's weird. It's like, oh, well, I have to be this way. It's like, okay, look, I understand this, but, oh, God. Nice. So you got chased a lot at school. So I don't know if he was talking to you or me. Rose said, Shitbird does Hollywood. He was telling me, I think you would nail stand-up cough, nerd, cough, cough.
Yeah, they about right. Never trying to hide them, a nerd. It's nice that you don't have to anymore. It's getting a lot better.
I think it's now. Well, I was in a place where I didn't really have to worry about that. Mm-hmm. But I'm not. I don't think it's I don't know. But I went to a good school, so it wasn't it was Silicon Valley. So it's we were already nerds anyway. So fuck it, right? So yeah, go ahead. How's this bum looking right here? Kind of look like that.
I find it interesting how you use the lasso tool for a lot of your coloring.
Yeah, I mean, it actually makes it the color flatter, and then I can layer it on top of it. Because when I would try to paint it, it would miss some of the edges. And I'm not saying I don't here, but you get what I mean.
Yeah.
I can't believe I have color keys for Demon Bitch and Tammy Pond and all those. Have you read who Tammy Pond is?
I have not.
Oh, Tammy Pond is a used tampon.
Oh, okay.
It's from a old hooker's coochie who was STD infested, and Demon Bitch's dad apparently it was her birthday and he forgot about it because he really doesn't give a shit about her. And so what ended up happening was that so he basically made this, and actually Tammy Pond is the nicest one out of all of them. Mm-hmm. So she's actually the least shitty type person, and she basically is nice, but she's magically bound to the fucking demon bitch who always mistreats her and stuff. But she's actually nice. But she's just a used tampon.
You'll probably find this funny. I appear to have gotten a text from my mom while watching this saying, "Your host is such a potty mouth."
Oh my God, you're having your mom watch this too? Wow, I got the disapproval of somebody's mom. Woo!
Like, one of the things that's kind of funny about it is, like, she has watched one of my live streams, the very first one I did.
That's
back
fun.
when, for the first time I did a live stream, I actually tried to do a 24-hour comics live stream where it would be going on and off through the whole day. And I had no idea what I was doing and didn't have a way of showing the traditional steps, which I do my thumbnails traditionally. So it just was kind of showing me drawing. And she sent me a text, which I checked during the stream, that said, "This is really boring."
Damn.
And
your mom is savage.
It was really sad. Well, it gets better because I was just like, oh, like, it threw me off really badly because, you know, you're on camera. Like, I was like, she doesn't get, I'm guessing she doesn't get that. She doesn't get that we're on live TV right now, basically. And she just sent me a text saying I'm being boring. And I talked to her about it afterwards, like, you know, that's like live television that you said that to me during. And she was like, yeah, I know, it was boring. Oh, my mom's awesome. But
no, it's funny how moms are sometimes, like, yeah.
What's great about it is I've talked to her about it. I was like, you know, you may want to check out some of my live streams again now because I have a lot better idea what I'm doing, like the replays, I'm editing them and stuff like that. And she's like, no, man, I watched that first one and it was awful. So this seems to be the second one she tuned in for.
That's funny. And like, so like Douglas started fucking cracking up. Douglas says, potty mouth is your real name. I love it. My mom would love your show a little too much. You have to make a palate. That's great. I got the disapproval mom. My mom at first, like, oh my God, I hope she's not reading the chat. I think she might. I don't know. What's your mom? What format's your mom watching it on?
I have no idea, but I'm betting she stopped watching, honestly.
Oh, savage. Do a backflip. It'll be less boring. That's what Rose is saying. I hope she's not reading the chat. Oh, she should not have been reading the chat like when I was drawing raccoons. I'll tell you that. Tariq and my fans, Tariq, Douglas, and Jameson were on there, and they were fucking going to town. They were just, oh, yeah, right, raccoons, you know? And they're going on about that shit right there. That's Douglas is one of the guys that gave you a pledge.
Yeah.
But, ow, fuck. So, yeah, no, but it's funny because, like, my mom, when I first started, my mom, it's like she didn't raise me to be a potty mouth, but here I am. Like, I just, like, she didn't even raise me to draw, like, really weird, awful things. And I think what it is that... I read up on people that are considered literary geniuses or artistic geniuses. And I've more often than not been found that they are very filthy minded. Like, if you watch Mozart, like high tone Mozart, you know, totally posh, everything, right? You read about him, he wrote like fucking sonnets to farting and shitting and his ass and butt sex and things like that. And you're just like, even the part where, like, even I think one of the Emperor's aides said, okay, tone it down, all right? But he was this brilliant musician. And like James Joyce, who never cursed out loud, he would write these dirtiest fucking letters to his wife. Like, they found them. Like, I would fuck you till you farted and stuff. I'm like, wow, damn.
Yeah, there was a comedian, guy named Steve Hofstetter, who uses a lot of profanity in his routine. But one of the things that's funny is he's talked about how he never really uses it around his family because, you know, that's just... It's the language you use around your parents. Yeah. But he says that his mom had watched some of his routine and was like, and had said to one of his friends, like, yeah, I've seen some of Steve's routine. Looks like he finally learned the F word. And the friend said, learned it? I think he invented it.
Well, my mom, one time, she got mad at me. She was like going, why do you write fuck? Why do you write this? Why do you write that? That's not professional. And I just kind of like ignored her. But then now it's like people really like my stuff. So I'm kind of like, you know, because I tried the professional route where I wouldn't swear, was always nice and everything, and now I'm like, no, fuck you. And people really like that more. And it says, I want your firstborn for that pledge of, or you could name him or her Douglas.
You know, funnily enough, that's my dad's name. So, I mean, he basically, he could be Douglas Human II.
There you go. There you go.
There you go.
You have any kids?
No.
Okay.
But actually, back at you. Do you have any kids?
Oh, no, I don't have any. I have 2 cats. No, they're not my kids. They're So I got a fat black cat. Come here, baby. Come here. Come here. You want to show people who you are? Oh, God, you're a fat ass. Ugh. This is my fat, evil voodoo black cat, Ink. She's just like, why the fuck you holding me? She has kids. Wow, she has kids. Yeah, she has a skull butthole, this one. She really does. She puts it in my face all the time. It's like, here, you get to have a skull butthole.
Yeah, there was... so I'm one of those people who loves cats and particularly likes annoying cats.
Oh, yeah, she's bored answers me all the time.
What's funny is usually that it takes a while for the cat to figure out that I'm a very annoying person. My friend's cat, as soon as I walked into the apartment the first time the cat was living there, the cat walked up, took one look at me, said, nope, and ran into the bathroom. And that cat has never liked me.
This is, this is Spam, who's a little asshole. Here's go. This is Spam, my little asshole. Rose says she has imaginary friends. Yeah, he's just the ginger cat that fucking doesn't... He kind of doesn't know what to do. It's like he's got 10 million ideas going through his mind. Yeah. And he just picks the first one, which isn't always the smartest one.
He's the ADHD cat.
Yeah, like, he's smart, but he just fucking... Yeah, he does that. My imaginary friends talk behind my back. Rose says she has imaginary friends. Mm. So, yeah, he's named Spam. He's a nice cat, but he sometimes is a dick. Like... Well, it's like this ginger cats. It's like they're nice, but then they'll be like little assholes. Like that, you know, where he hits me in the face with his tail. He fucking... You're a little asshole. So...
Yeah, so there's an old animation series called Blamimations.
I think I heard of them, yeah.
Yeah, it was done by Chris Straub and... I feel bad, I'm blanking on his name. The guy who did PvP. But two web cartoonists did it as part of the Penny Arcade's brief TV channel. Yeah. But they had a video called The Cat Whisperer, which is, parody of the Dog Whisperer. And the whole joke was it had cat owners being like, yeah, our cat's getting...
Wait, you're cutting it out. Hold on. Hold on. It's pausing a minute. Oh no, guys, it paused. Hold on. Give it a minute. Did Spam meow? No, he did not. It was Ink that meowed. Oh shit, this paused. Wait, hold on, it paused. Hold on. Let me hang up and I'll call you back. Hold on. Oh shit. Wrong one. You go call him again. Technical difficulties, guys. Fuck, my lips are dry. Does Spam eat spam? Self-cannibalism? Hold on, we'll try to get Ben back on here. Come on. Why is it being fucky? Hold on. God damn it, this thing is being stupid. Hold on, give me a moment, guys. His mom is beating. You're such an asshole, Douglas. Why is this being a fucking cunt? Hold on. She's got a potty mouth. Alright. I'm not dead, I'm getting better. Can of whoop ass. Oh, that's my YouTube channel. You get to see fucking stupid cat stuff that I put on. His mom is beating him. Oh my god. Whew. Shit, are you rebooting your computer? Okay, I think we were in sync now. Because, like, you were calling in, but for some fucking reason it was, like, not doing it. Like, it wasn't letting me open it, so. Anyway.
It's Skype. It happens.
Yeah, it's been kind of fucky lately, but, yeah. Douglas said his mom is beating him. I'm not dead.
The coronavirus ate the signal.
Like Comcast, Verizon, or AT&T? No, I have Spectrum. I don't know what he has.
Mine's AT&T.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, so I'm just
I blame your cats.
Oh, he's over here.
Yeah.
Oh, the black one wants to be held again, huh? Like she's brushing up against my legs. But yeah. So it's like you get annoying to cats and they get all like, I hate you.
Yeah, I love that when cats are desperately trying to get your attention, and as soon as you give them attention, they're like, "What are you doing? Stop it!
Stop! No!
It's not what I wanted."
Yeah, stop! What? No! Don't do the thing. Leave me alone.
All I was trying to do is they're basically trying to gaslight you.
Yeah, they just go like, "I just know you want me. That's it."
Mm.
They're just trying to pull the shitbird thing, with the hot dogs and shit. That's so funny that your mom texted you and said, she has a potty mouth.
I thought you'd enjoy that.
That's pretty funny. Like, oh yeah, la la la. And then they get all like...
Yeah, no, my mom's pretty cool, but she doesn't care for language.
So my mom doesn't either, but for some reason she's like... She stopped a long time ago. She's actually started. At first, she was like, "Why do you say all those things?" I'm like, "I just because." And then I'll have Demon Bitch up, and she'll like those. I'm like, "What?"
Yeah, like sometimes there's language in my webcomic, and my mom has a couple times wanted me to change it. Honestly, I have started moving away from having language in there because the comic could very easily just be straight up PG-13. Like it doesn't need the language for most of it, but. Like, there's one part where I dropped an F-bomb in there, and my mom actually messaged me saying, I like the comic, but couldn't you have said fricking? And I'm like, no, I couldn't have. No one actually says that.
Yeah, most people don't, like, talk that way. Like, I do have a friend that doesn't really cuss, but he says frig, but I just say fuck all the time. So just say fuck. Come on.
Yeah.
That's
not
the
do it in
worst
conversation. When I'm doing anything job-related, or like public image related, I tend not to do it, but I'm always one of the, you do you.
Yeah, it's weird. Like for me, it's like, I think they like the fact that I curse and say really messed up things.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, they go like, oh, now look at that. How do you like the bum? What's Shitbird's record? How many hot dogs can she fit? There we go. Look at that. Encountering a dead bum. They did it one time, like I think in the comics they did it with the old Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but now I don't know, I just kind of laugh about it. I just say the F word whenever I want to. And it's funny because people start laughing at like when I start talking about like I hate a bitch, so I made this comic, and they're like, but they think it's funny as fuck. They're like, oh my god.
Yeah, I always kind of liked the there was a game called Brutal Legend a while back. I don't know how much of a gamer you are, but one of the things that they had in there is it was a game that had the opportunity for a lot of language. And there was also a version that could be censored, and the way they let you choose was it could either be I want to listen to all the profanity or I think bleeps are funny.
Okay.
Which I thought was such a legit way to do that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because bleeps are funny.
Yeah. Dude, the Jack Black game. Oh, I think, okay, yeah. I think that's what he said, the Jack Black game. Okay. I think I've seen some of those.
Yeah. It's basically a heavy metal fantasy adventure with a lot of tongue-in-cheek.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We would look at Monkey Island, my friends and I.
Same developer.
Lucasfilm?
Not Lucasfilm, but the guy who made those games. I'm blanking his name. Tim Schafer. Tim Schafer.
Oh yeah, Tim Schafer. I think the bird would peck my head off if I tried that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That guy. It's so funny. The Jack Black game, isn't that 21? Leisure Suit... Oh, God, Leisure Suit Larry. Yeah, they came out with a dumb one called Summa Cum Laude, and, you know, it's just Larry's nephew, and it wasn't as funny. Like, I just like Leisure Suit Larry because it was dirty. Like, I would play it as a kid. Like, when I was 13, we would totally copy that game and then, like, play that all the time. And just, like, it was pixelated. Like, even if you type fuck girl or something like that when you would have sex, they'd have the censor bars like, like that. So we were laughing. So, like, being the mature little fuckers that we are, we just sped it up because you could do it with a plus sign, like the speed, and would play the game really fast. So it was just like we would just play all these stupid fucking games all these stupid fucking ways. Only thing I play is CeeLo, huh? Yeah, but Leisure Suit Larry was great. I love fucking Leisure Suit Larry. That was like an oldie but goodie shit. It was awesome.
I remember when the first 3D one came out. I didn't own it, but like I remember seeing it and was like, whoa, this is... I think it's the only game I've ever seen rated adult.
Oh, that was the Summa Cum Laude one, I think.
Yeah, which is dumb because talk about a not adult game.
Yeah, and I'm looking at it like, okay. I mean, the point is, like, I think what the joke was about also Leisure Suit Larry was that they made it into an adult game, but it was just very risque. Like, they made a lot of stupid puns.
Yeah.
Like, even if they go and play like, even though they go on and on about, like, oh, yeah, well, you know, da-da-da-da-da and everything. But in all honesty, like, when you look at it, it's not... It's basically, it's not really supposed to be dirty. It's just risque.
Yeah. Yeah, it's making fun of itself for pretending to be dirty in a lot of ways.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Okay, I'm gonna add an Egg Lady color palette because she needs one. Egg Lady, it's also kind of interesting because Egg Lady had this like skin condition. So like, but I think it was just because she would just pick at her pimples all the time. So I always draw her with some sort of fucked up rash on her arms and stuff. And I look at her and we just like say all sorts of shit. Like we say, oh look, she looks like she smells like old chicken broth. Like even Rose was asking me like, so why did you say like she eats sour cream all the time? I said, oh, I think I saw a picture of her like, I'm trying to go and splurge by eating this bean dip, and all I could see was sour cream on it. It's like, honey, after 50 fucking tubs, it ain't fat free anymore. I just say all this shit. And I would just say it because, you know, I didn't give a fuck about the person. Like, as I said, I don't believe in making fun of random people that I don't know.
Right.
But if it's somebody that's a hateful asshole, I'll totally make fun of them. That's the best thing ever. So... People go like, oh my god, that's really awful, and I'm like, yep, that's why I do it. Yeah, I'm making an Egg Lady palette right now.
How do you pick colors? Like, that's always something that I'm
in general
changing how I do. Yeah.
Well, with Egg Lady, what I do is that I just go ahead, I look at it, like I look, what would be terrible, make me want to throw up. And there you go. Actually, I got to open up an old picture of her, because I want to actually do color picking on this one. Yeah. So with Egg Lady, huh?
I was just going to say, color picking from an old comic is how I do a lot of mine, but...
Yeah, like, I'll show you a picture of Egg Lady right here, and she has boob crutches because she has perpetually saggy tits. Because like the person that I knew that she's based off of, she just had big boobs, but like it was just this like long skinny thing with this big boob thingy on it, and it's like right now Egg Lady in the pictures is full sour cream palette.
The various shades of white.
Oh, it's bad. We're terrible people. And then this is like, so the story I made up about Egg Lady is that she goes into a Mac, because you know like when you're a girl and you have like, you know, people will make you up to have a look, right?
Right.
Well, I just say, like, since she's so fucking cheap, she just went in and goes into Mac every day to get her makeup done, and then she runs out and doesn't buy anything.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. So yeah. So I just draw a lot of Egg Lady stuff, like, you know, oh, this is her teeth, and this is her thing. And she's just all these horrible, wan, dull colors. Like, she's just like this gross colored person. Like, it's like if you really looked at a person that was colorless, that would be kind of it. you know.
Yeah.
Like they're kind of wan. They're not really stand up. They don't stand out about anything. They're kind of disgusting, you know. What? She's like, my cat's like, she's all crying because she's a big baby. It's like,
That's
I will
so
need,
whiny.
and I will never eat sour cream again, says Douglas. And it's just like Rose says, sour cream mask. You say the worst things ever, I swear to God. So I'm making the whole horrible, like, egg lady palette. So it's like I don't have to search for the colors anymore. I can just go ahead and just do it this way. Sometimes I go and put nasty browns on it so she has stains or something. So that, so like whatever she ate, she doesn't clean up after herself very well or something. Opaque sour cream mask. That's what. Actually, I don't think that would be bad for your skin. Sour cream mask. So this joke.
I don't actually know what most of these masks do. I'll be honest.
Well, it's like they're ones that hydrate you. They're ones that, you know, make you lessen your wrinkles. There's other ones that kind of help with acne. So it depends on what it is. They'll like be helpful and tell you.
Yeah, go to bed with a sour cream mask. Wake up in the morning, peel it off, put it on a bagel. Got breakfast.
No, no, you're wrong. That's cream cheese. No, but we were making fun of her because, like, the actual egg lady, she would actually put pictures of herself, which was weird because she had pictures of herself with her groom, like, before the dress. I'm like, that's not what you're supposed to do. And I'm not a stickler for tradition. It's just that I'm like, don't you want to surprise everybody? And she's like, look, I made my own bouquet. And I looked at that and said, it looks like you fucking dug out the pieces from goddamn Walmart and glued it together with a hot glue gun. Like, it looked bad. Like, she went into, like, the most dustiest, nastiest parts where they had the oldest shit and, like, just glued it together because it was cheap. And I said, well, shit, you know, she's got to go have the dino nuggets and shit, you know. You know those stupid, like, dino nuggets that kids eat? Like, like those. It's like, that's her reception, the dino nuggets and the box wine. And then we have, like, I probably put it up, and you might have seen some of it everywhere. But there was this one where, there was like this one egg, it was like a wedding cake or this cake, and it looked like somebody like poured Sprite all over it, and it's called Ugly Food of Insta. Just look it up, and it's just nasty. And it's just, actually, let me find Ugly Food of Insta. I'll send it to you. These guys know what it is, but Ugly Food of Insta. Hold on.
I love the Insta videos where it shows people just about to take a photo of their whatever food they're eating out, and the person just reaches out and mashes it with a fork right before the photo goes off.
Oh yeah, and then they're like, they look like they're getting angry. Stop, Dino Nuggets. She wears camel balls. That's what Rose said, because she also was showing wedding looks, and then she had this cape on that was tawny, and these two big furry balls, and they look like fucking camel balls. We're like, what the fuck is this shit? And she's showcasing all her looks before the wedding, and I'm like, you're supposed to wait till your wedding day. It's not because I'm a stickler for like tradition, but come on, you know.
Right.
Like my sister, she did it right when she got married. She had a beautiful wedding, you know. It was very well planned. And then just, yeah. Oh, Ugly Food of Insta, I found it. Okay, so I'll have to send this to you because this is amazing. So let me see. BWH Comics?
Yep.
Okay, here. So let me
For
send
anyone
this.
interested, I'm BWH Comics on basically everything.
Okay, gotcha. Hey, Joe, how's it going? She wears camel balls. So, okay, take a look at that.
Got it. Let's see. Oh, wait, no. That's something else. There it is.
Yeah, it looks awful, right?
Did they dump Sprite on it? Is that what happened?
Yeah, that's the thing. It looks like somebody poured Sprite all over the fucking thing. So I have to show you a picture of this wedding dress, too.
I need to... Now I'm going to be wondering how that was actually done. My best guess is it's something wrong with the icing.
Gelatin?
But...
I guess they tried to do it with the gelatin or something, but it looks like fondant. Hold on.
And all the weird pearls, like...
Yeah, I know.
That's so weird.
Let me go and see if I can edit this by putting... The thing is that in each picture, you can put effects on there. But the problem is I'm just so old school that I just want to blur out some stuff, you know? I don't care about, like, doing anything else, but it's like, I can't do that. Let me see the cake. Oh, Rose wants to see the cake. Okay, I gotta show her the cake. I thought I showed you the cake, Rose. Hold on. Let me go and do that.
It'll show up in the stream in a second. I'm holding my phone up to the lens.
That's disgusting. She'll go, like, sick. Because she does work as a cook sometimes, or she cooks things. I'll send it to her. Hey, Joe, how's it going? Yeah, it looks really fucking bad. Like, they put butter in it, too, and they poured Sprite all over that shit.
Yeah, in that case, Rose, what do you think happened there? Because you probably know.
She could probably ask. Like, I know her thing is, she's vegan. But, like, we exchange recipes, so it's not like, oh, no, you know.
Yeah.
Fuck, come on. I'm trying to find that stupid picture. Okay, here. I want to edit this picture. Oh, I don't want to put beauty on it. Fuck that. I just want to blur out her face. No, it's funny. It's like telling me beautify on beauty cam. Like, I don't want to make it beautiful. I want to just blur out the face because it's ugly. Oh, yeah, that cake. I have to inspect it closer, says Rose. I'm like, oh, God.
Rose, you failed me.
Yeah, right? Hold on.
No. It's all good. I was staring at that for a bit, and I had no idea what happened.
Oh, my God.
It's part of why I don't bake. I'm terrified of baking. I do all kinds of cooking, but baking requires math, and I usually mess that up.
Let's see here.
Warm icing on a warm cake. Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know what the fuck. That's too liquidy, though. It looks like somebody poured Sprite all over it, personally.
There are some recipes that use soda or seltzer water to get things fluffier. I'm wondering if it just got mixed badly.
I don't think it got mixed at all. I thought they said, oh, I'll just pour Sprite over it. Hey, Bill, how's it going? Sorry, I'm just trying to find this fucking picture to edit that I don't want to... But I just got to show how fucking terrible this wedding dress is. And people say, well, you're mean for talking shit. No, I know this person. She's an asshole. That's why I'm making fun of her. So people are like, oh, shit. Oh, I have to... Okay, hold on. Fuck, where is it? Sorry about that. I'm like... So, food and money are the only math I'm good at. Oh, my God. I'm trying to find this thing. Okay, so... Sometimes... Fuck, hold on. Gallery... Damn it. This is annoying. Hold on. Sorry about this, guys. It's funny because it wants me to make the picture beautiful. So there's nothing I can do to make this picture beautiful. Edit. Okay. AI portrait beautify. I don't think
the camera caught me looking at the phone.
Yeah, I think the camera's trying to save itself. One time, like, I showed somebody some pictures of somebody that I didn't like, and the guy like put it on his phone, and his phone died. It's really funny. I'm probably like, when I'm talking, people are like, God damn, she just fucking talks mad shade. I'm like, of course I do.
Have you not noticed?
Yeah, have you noticed that I don't give a shit? Like, I just make fun of people because they're jerks. Like, not all people. Like, as I said, if I walk away from somebody, that's one thing. But if you want to go and be a dick to me, it's like, I'm not going to be okay with it. Hey, right. Jay, how's it going? Let me go and if I can... I'm trying to find a way to do this where I can blur it. Oh, sorry about that. So anyway, really? Yeah, I know. Damn it. Well, I'll just cut off the top of her head because, like, the thing is, she has this really stupid bow on there too, which is hilarious. We were laughing. Yeah. Let's see. Because I would just use Sketchbook, but for some reason it's not letting me open up. Well, I'll do a new sketch. Great. And then let me... Okay. Yeah, I got it. Give me a moment, sorry.
No, it's all good.
While you're doing this,
the legacy of L.
Yeah, go ahead and talk about that.
Yeah. So, in case anyone did jump into the chat late and is only just seeing that, actually, everything just went quiet. Are you still there?
Oh, yeah, we're all here.
Okay, just making sure. I was worried it froze again. So, I currently have a Kickstarter running. It ends on Sunday. It is for my mystery graphic novel, The Legacy of L, which is the second book in the Letters of the Devil series, all about Melina Quinn, a college student who is studying the case from the first book and who gets roped into investigating a friend's suicide after they'd received an email that appears to come from the series antagonist L. It's an awesome project, almost fully funded. If you're interested in it, please give it a look. It is at www.lotd-comic.com. There's also a direct link pinned at the top of the chat. So, awesome stuff. Thank you to some of you guys who I know have already backed it and have made the fact that I have to pitch this stuff that much easier.
Right? Yeah, there you go. Okay.
The sales part is the worst part of this job.
I don't mind the sales part. I like just fucking telling a bunch of shit and people like start laughing and they're like, what the fuck? And I'm like, yep, that's how it is.
Yep, pretty much. That's what I have to get used to doing.
All right. Let's see. I think
it's funny.
Go on, sorry.
No, I mentioned at the beginning of this I'd gone recently to a friend's class on Instagram for small business owners. And they actually messaged me at one point to talk to me about what I was doing with my Instagram. And I mentioned the Kickstarter project. Like, you have 200 followers. You can just message all of them and be like, can you guys give me like $6 and you'll be done. And I'm like, you can't do that. Funny thing is, it's basically what I ended up doing. But my first instinct was immediately, no.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can find this. Okay, hold on. All right, let me see if it's saved. Okay. God damn it.
Yeah, I was convinced I'd have a bunch of people being like, why is this guy bothering me? Unfollow, unfollow, unfollow. Nobody cared. They got what was going on.
Oh boy, that's hilarious. Yeah, it's actually funny. If you just talk to people, they'll say, oh yeah, here.
Yeah.
All right.
Like, a lot of people respect the hustle, which I appreciate. Like, no, there are so many people who don't like selling stuff that other people get. Yeah, you're just trying to make money.
Yeah, they're just like, oh yeah, you're just trying to make money. It's cool. You do the same thing for me. Have fun.
Yeah, pretty much. The trick is not making a habit of it.
Well, I mean, don't like be me all the time.
Oh, yeah.
All right. I think I got it. Okay. I'm going to share this with you. Was it Ben what? On
For
Facebook?
What? On Facebook, Benjamin Wright Human.
Okay. Hold on.
Or Ben Wright Human Cartoonist Extraordinary. You can find either.
Okay. Now I wanted to... Oh, wait. I'll share it to you on Instagram.
Yep.
Oh, wait. It wants me to post it. Hold on. Let me go on Instagram. Okay. Ugly Food to Insta. I know, guys. I'm, like, totally fucking everything up. Ben... BW... Okay, here. So let me go ahead and send that to you. Message. Here we go. I'll show you that. Okay, say yes to the dress. I found it. Dead and buried. Alive and kicking. Did you get it?
Yes. Here it is. The shawl is what's throwing me.
I told you it like had balls on it. It's bad.
So instead of a veil, is there a hood?
Like a paper bag, or are you talking about an executioner hood?
No, I'm wondering if this is like a hobbit cloak, is what it kind of makes me think of.
I don't know what it is, but you know, the balls just like that's just huge. You're just like, not in a good way.
Yep, just so the people...
I mean, the bow does it too. It's like this weird fucking flat thing.
Is it all right if I show it to the people on the stream?
You can. I mean, I blurred out everybody, every identifying mark.
There we go.
That's the best wedding look ever.
There's a lag on my camera, so I can't tell when I've gotten too close. So I apologize.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, it zoomed
phone
out.
shut down. But yeah, that's a pretty good one.
I'm not joking. Like it's like sometimes people go like, I can't believe people like that exist. I said, I can.
You know what? It's her wedding. You want to have fluffy balls hanging around your neck? More power to you.
I guess she denutted her husband. I think that's it. That's like an emblem of like pride for her, so she can go and tell him what to do because she obviously settled. You're like, damn, that's cold, and I'm like, no, it's true. She was the one that was going around telling. That's the lawyer, by the way.
Right.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah. So are you looking at your numbers?
I will do that right now. I try not to constantly look at my numbers, but whenever someone says it, I automatically look at my numbers.
Oh, 1612.
Yeah, up to 80%. Not too bad.
Nice. Thank you, guys.
You guys
what
are awesome.
What the fuck? Anyone remember 6911? Quentin, shut up. Yeah, it's no, Johnny Ryan drew this piece called 6911. Just look it up. Don't put it up on the screen. Just look it up.
I'm going to regret this, aren't I?
Probably. You probably will. But you're on my stream, so you're regretting that now anyway.
I'm going to go ahead and use incognito.
Well, it's not that bad. It's not like you're looking up a white supremacist site or some shit.
I don't know. Just say I'll probably regret it. No, I didn't. It didn't come up. But when I tried to type that into Google, it did the math.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I think it's 69-11. Or 69-11.
Okay, I got it. Yeah. Oh, it has an Urban Dictionary too. Okay.
Oh god, I didn't know it went like that far.
Urban Dictionary.
Yeah, I love Urban Dictionary. That keeps like when Yeet was coming up, I was like, what the fuck's that about and everything.
Yeah.
There you go. I'm also drawing Egg Lady's rash right now.
Yeah. I have a friend who's been doing some comic writing for a while, just on a project that he and I are going to work on together at some point. And he had come up with a name for a restaurant. And, he'd been talking about it, like the name he'd come up with. And I decided, just to be safe, I'm going to Google this. And an Urban Dictionary entry came up for it. And I was like, we got to change the name of this.
Oh, what's it mean?
I don't know that I want to say the name of it, just because I don't want to incriminate this guy.
No, just what's it mean? Just what's the term mean?
The name of it, he wrote Taco Barn.
Oh God.
Which is roughly I think, as I recall, it was basically the opposite of a sausage fest. So it's not really that bad, but it never occurred to us, oh, that has another meaning. So we had a conversation. It's like, probably need to change this name.
That's too funny.
Yeah. This is why you should always Google stuff. Actually, funny thing about this book, the original name was Letters from the Devil. Like, that was the original title of the first book. But I Googled it before it got to the later stages. I found that was already the name of a book by Anton LaVey, founder of the Church of Satan.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah. So I was looking at this, I was like, how well known is this? And I talked to some friends who are more familiar with that side of things, and it was like pretty well known. So I ended up having to change it. I actually talked to one of my comic instructors about it. Jenny, he actually suggested the Letters of the Devil. He's like, that's enough of a change. Like, you won't get any litigation on that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was funny because I was talking to him about it. Like, someone had told me that the worst that might happen is I might get cursed. And I mentioned that to him, and he's like, lawyers are worse than curses. Change the name.
Oh, damn. You might get cursed.
But hey, I did end up changing it. It has occasionally caused confusion because when you Google the name, the, of, the, and from all get dropped anyway. So
that's
sometimes
funny.
both will come up, but
all right. Well, you have to get Google 6911. You just have to.
oh yeah, I already did it. I took a look at it.
So you know what I'm talking about right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are like they want. I think it's like enough time has passed that they start laughing. I'm like, oh my god. I remember a time when you couldn't laugh about that shit at all. Damn, Ben, he said.
I like the two different colors of eyeshadow.
Oh yeah, because she went into Mac and she's like, can you go and like, I'm really imitating her. That's how she talked. Can you really go and like, yeah, like go and give me 2 colors of eyeshadow. Oh, I gotta add like gray hair on top because she's getting gray too. She looks like Baba Yaga. Because if Baba Yaga like had sex with Jabba the Hutt, that's what she would look like. I'm not wrong, am I? See, you're getting into it now. Like some people, like when they first get into...
I happen to be a mythology fan, so Baba Yaga is a nice deep cut.
Oh yeah, because Baba Yaga, it's like I said, what is it about her? She looks like fucking Baba Yaga and shit, and we're like laughing. I gotta put some gray hair in there too, because like she's getting gray and old. It was weird, like I saw a picture of her, I'm like, ugh, like you did not age well. It's like, the thing is, okay, no, I don't have an issue of people being weightier or not skinny or anything. Like there's this other girl I fucking hate, and her name is Stick Figure, and I make fun of her scrawniness. And some people go like, that's really mean. I said, yeah, she's an asshole too, so that's why I make fun of her. Taco Barn, that's a new word. Yes, Quentin always wants to hear about new words here. We're terrible people, I swear to God.
It is all good. Actually, it looks like we're
over
time. I might need to head out soon.
All right. Well, yeah, but it was good having you on the show. I'm glad that you got some more pledges.
Yes, and thank you guys for having my back there. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
As a last pitch, just if you want to check out my Kickstarter for the mystery graphic novel, The Letters of the Devil to the Legacy of L, there is a pinned comment with the link. You can also go to www.lotd-comic.com.
Yeah, and if you still are following me after saying all this scandalous shit, please come and follow me more on Twitch. I need more followers and like read stuff, and therefore I can go and talk to people more on Twitch because I'm looking at you all like fucking simultaneously. Anyway, you guys have a good day.
Sounds
Stay
good.
Safe.
Rock on, guys.
Throw it around.
Never stop drawing.
All right, see ya. Okay.